Let me introduce Battle of Điện Biên Phủ.
Không, chúng ta thà hy sinh tất cả, chứ nhất định không chịu mất nước, nhất định không chịu làm nô lệ.
It's some footage of the battle. You wanna see more? I caught you. 56 days and nights is the amount of time the People's Army of Vietnam smashed the entire group of strong points of the French armed forces at Dien Bien Phu with courage, intelligence, and especially patriotism.
16,200 French troops were killed and taken prisoners. The Vietnamese army sacrificed 4,020 soldiers, went missing 792, and injured 9,118. A climatic confrontation, one of the best resistance battles of the 20th century, an illustrious battle of 5 continents that shook the world.
What was the reason for the battle to happen?
Realizing that the French army had devised a never plan to turn the situation of the Indochina War, the People's Army of Vietnam decided to set up the Dien Bien Phu campaign to put an end to the French plan before it even started. Let me tell you about the evolution of the battle. In December 1953, the French built a group of fortresses at Dien Bien Phu with 16,200 troops divided into 3 subdivisions with 49 strongholds.
In December 1953, the Politburo of the party's Central Committee decided to open the Dien Bien Phu campaign.
The decisive Battle of Dien Bien Phu strategy took place 3 times.
From March 13 to 17, 1954, Vietnam's army cleverly and bravely destroyed Him Lam and Doc Lo strongholds, blocked the Ban Cao stronghold, and broke the Lawton gateway of the group. We killed and captured over 2,000 enemy, destroyed 25 aircraft, wiped out 1 regiment, threatened Mường Thanh Airport. Cololo Virus, the French artillery commander at Dien Bien Phu, were helpless against our artillery and used a grenade to kill himself.
From March 30 to April 30, 1954, our troops simultaneously attacked the eastern fortresses of the Central Division, tightened the encirclement, divided and continuously attacked and controlled Muang Thang Airport, limit enemy reinforcements to the group of strongholds. The enemy was very stubborn and wanted to buy time. Nava hopes that when the rainy season comes, we will have to break the siege. This is the most persistent, longest, fiercest, most difficult attack. We and the enemy fight each other for every inch of land and every section of trench. In particular, at Hill C1, we and the enemy struggled for 20 days. Hill A1 struggled for 30 days. After the second attack, the central area of Dien Bien Phu was within range of our guns, and the enemy fell into a state of passivity and high morale. From May 1st to May 7th, 1954, our troops occupied the eastern fortresses and launched a general offensive to destroy the entire Dien Bien Phu fortress group. On the night of May 6th, 1954, at A1 Hill, battle between us and the enemy took place fiercely. Our troops rushed to destroy the bunkers and used explosives to destroy the underground tunnels. The commander of A1 Hill and about 400 surviving enemy soldiers had to surrender.
At 5:30 p.m. on May 7, 1954, when we occupied the enemy's headquarters, General Do cut the anti-general staff and soldiers of Dien Bien Phu fortress. Group had to surrender.
The flag, determined to fight, determined to win, of our army fluttered on the roof of the enemy's command bunker. That very night, our troops continued to attack the South Division, beat the enemy, and fled to Upper Laos. By 24 o'clock, all the enemy troops had been taken prisoners.
That was how People's Army of Vietnam easily destroyed the French army. So, what was the meaning of the Battle of Dien Bien Phu? The Dien Bien Phu victory in 1954 successfully ended 9 years of long, arduous but also heroic resistance war of the Vietnamese army and people. This victory marked a brilliant milestone in the history of the nation and the times, becoming a symbol of heroism and the strength of time.
Encouraged the entire party, people and the army to be determined to successfully carry out the national revolution and people's democracy in the South, unify the country and bring the whole country to socialism. Forcing the French colonialists to sign the Geneva Agreement, July 1954, on ending the war and restoring peace in Indochina countries.
This victory confirmed the courage and creative resistance line of the party and the growth of the Vietnam People's Army.
At the same time, it opened a new revolutionary period to continue the resistance war against the US to save the country, completely liberate the South, and reunify the country.
Moreover, it has helped the revolutionary movement for national liberation in the world.
This victory dealt a fatal blow to the foundations of French colonialism and American intervention, making the collapse of old colonialism and worldwide scale.
The victory strongly encouraged the colonial peoples to fight for independence, especially the countries of Africa and Latin America.
At the same time, it has proved a truth of era of Marxism, Leninism. Peoples are oppressed and invaded if they have a strong will and the right path, be creative, unite and promote strength. In the People's War of Independence and Freedom, that nation will definitely win.
It would have been a great battle, a landmark in history, but when we look back, thousands of soldiers have died from meaningless wars. So many children have lived without parents, so many houses have been destroyed. No one won wars.